Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing something quite different. I've never done this on the channel before. I've never done this on any channel that I've ever had in the past. We're going to look at my first track meet of the 2024-2025 season. This is an indoor meet. I ran the 60-meter dash. I was scheduled to run the 60 and the 200. I only ran the 60 and I only ran the preliminary round of the 60 because I did not qualify for the finals. A few things I want to preface. This is the first meet, obviously, like I said before. I only got 3 hours of sleep, which was not planned, but sometimes these things happen. And I almost did not go to the meet because I felt sort of unmotivated. And I was also like, well, if I got 3 hours, I know I'm not going to perform well, so what's the point? And then also anxiety, I can't lie. I get really anxious before meets. And that's just always been a thing. So usually when we get close to meets, like that's like kind of the hard part for me. Track and field in general is definitely a physical sport, but it's definitely mental as well. I would say it's almost more mental than it is physical. I've been doing track since I was in middle school, so I've been doing it for about 10 years now. So we're getting up to the point where I'm almost been doing it for half my life. I'm 23 years old. It's just a crazy thing to think about. I've been doing it for like 10, 11, if you count 6th grade, because I didn't compete in 6th grade because there wasn't an option to compete for that. But 7th grade onwards, I was able to compete. So I've been doing that. Some years I didn't compete. Some years I did train. Other years it was kind of on and off. But for the most part, in total, it's been about 11 to 10 years. I'm going to let it play first. And then I'll kind of get into the analysis of like what I think I did right, what I think went wrong. But I hope you guys like this kind of content. If you do, let me know, because I will do more of this for sure in the future. I know some YouTube shorts that I posted of my practices have done relatively decent, at least for a channel of my size. I mean, small channel, I'll take a few hundred views a short, no biggie, right? Just growing the channel, throwing different things out there, working and seeing what works. You just gotta kind of just keep making content and just kind of let the algorithm decide and let the audience decide and whatnot. But I'm just gonna press play and we're gonna look at the race. Gentlemen, on your marks. Classic, getting into the blocks. I will say I wasn't too anxious compared to other meets, race-wise. I think probably because I had low energy, but also maybe I'm just so used to it. And the mentality going to this meet was definitely just practice, practice, practice. I mean, you want to perform your best later on in the season towards like championship meets and whatnot. So that's kind of the goal. So this meet really was just practice. And I definitely drilled that into my head before the gun went off. So I think that helped my anxiety a little bit as well. But continuing on. Set. And the gun's off. Clearly nowhere in this race. I'm in the middle of it basically, but it is what it is. My PR for the 60 is 7:06 or something like that. Definitely looking forward to breaking 7 sometime in the future. This race I ran 7:34. Definitely not impressive. Definitely didn't like that, but what can you do? 3 hours of sleep. Still went out there and performed, so that's cool. Let's see. Start-wise, that's been a struggle of mine for the longest time, is just getting a good start. What you usually want to do is you want to push out, and sometimes I think I'm pushing out, but I'm really not. I'm pushing up, so I'm not getting that full benefit off the start that I would like to. But for this one, considering I've only been practicing my start for the past like 2 or 3 weeks or so, I think I did pretty decent. So I mean, like, position wise, like, you kind of want to go straight forward. Like, you don't want your body angle to be like upwards, and I think I did a good job of that here. then just moving forward, driving, had a decent drive phase, and then I just kind of coasted because I had no gears. Like, I was in first gear, like for the entirety of this race. Like, if you talk about like shifting a car, like usually like you have different gears that you kind of push throughout a race, but there was only first gear. There was no second, third, or fourth, or fifth. There was only first gear for this race. That won't happen in the future. I'm definitely going to make sure that I get plenty of rest. So that's the first thing I could take away from this, is just make sure that I get adequate rest. But knee position was good. Thigh position parallel to the hip. I've gotten a lot stronger, and I can see it in my performance. I can just see it when I practice as well. Hands going past the hips, and then arms coming up to my face and all that stuff. So it was pretty, it wasn't too bad, I would say. Honestly, I really do think I would have PR'd in this race if I got the rest that I needed. I went to sleep at like 4 a.m. and I had to wake up at 7 o'clock because the track meet was like 2 hours away from where I live. But what I'm working on now is just kind of keeping things in perspective. This is the first meet, made some mistakes, but I can always learn from those. And then also, I know I'm going to get faster. I know I'm going to get stronger. So there's always another opportunity to improve. And the faster I get, the better I'm going to perform in the long jump. I do long jump. That's kind of my main thing. I am a professional. I don't think I stated that before. I did try to record this video, but my mic wasn't working, so I have to do that again. For some reason, this is like the third video where I've been on a streak of just not having my mic work the first time around when I record. So hopefully I can end the streak here. If not, just re-record the video. It's no biggie. But yeah, I am a professional. I'm not like the standard version of what people think a professional is. Like, I'm not like a Noah Lyles type. Like, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. But technically, if you've gotten paid from a track meet, you are a professional. I did get paid in 2023 when I competed at the USA Indoor National meet in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which was really fun. I never thought I would call myself a professional athlete. I never thought my entire life that I would ever get to a point where I would compete at those kind of meets. But it was definitely an experience. I got fourth place. Prize for that was $1,500. I remember first place was $6,000. I don't remember what it was for the other places, but I tied for third technically. And the only reason why I got fourth is that my second farthest jump was shorter than my competitors. So that's why I got fourth place, in case you were wondering how any of that worked. But yeah, first meet in the books, 60 meters. Next meet will be in January. I'll be doing the long jump. So I'd be interested to see how that's going to go. My PR in the long jump is 7.88 meters, or 25 feet, 10 and a quarter, I believe that is. Definitely working towards that 6 meter mark, or 26 feet, 3 inches and beyond. I know I have the ability to do it. It's just a matter of getting all the components together. And like I said before, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of these types of videos, I would be more than happy to make them. But let me know in the comments. And that's about it for this video. I don't really have much to say. This is very short and sweet. I don't want to waste too much of your time here, but yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. So take it easy.